Good evening, and thank you for joining me for another wonderful episode of Conversations with Taz. And tonight is going to be a good one because I have two incredible gentlemen that also happen to be quite handsome ladies from the podcast here on YouTube, Two Men with Mics. So let me bring them on so you all can get to know them a little bit better, okay? Hello, gentlemen. Thank you for joining me tonight. Would you like care to introduce yourselves? Let's start with you.
Yeah, we can start with me. Yeah, I'm Bobby Joe, one of the co-hosts, Two Men with Mike's podcast. I'm happy to be here, and I do appreciate the invite. So, we're just glad to be here and talk about any and everything. I'm ready.
And I'm CJ. I always say CJ the Gray. Uh, like I guess like what Bobby said, we're always just happy to be here. I'm having little technical issues, so that's why I'm like kind of
It's
sounding
okay. It's
crazy,
all
you know.
good. Sweetheart, around here we are very relaxed. Just act like you sit on the couch talking to your favorite auntie, your favorite cousin. Pull up a drink. Just don't smoke no weed on here. Um, if I can refrain for an hour, you can refrain for an hour. We just
Oh,
gonna
that's great. I was wondering if we could have some wine because I'm sipping on some Chardonnay right now. So,
okay. First of all, Bobby Joe, you know me, and we've known each other for a minute now. Did you really think I was gonna have a whole show? As my good cousin would say, the shade, the shenanigans. But I am subscribed to you all show. Love your content. Love your content.
thank you.
What inspired you all to start this podcast?
I'm gonna let our head of creative content and the genius that he is, CJ. I'm gonna let him answer first, and then I'm gonna come on in because he does all our editing and he came up with the idea, but I'm gonna let him go.
Okay, okay.
Well, first I think you told a lie already because you said genius, and I can't claim that at all. I barely made it out of high school, so I don't know if that's genius. No, but I don't know. We started with another podcast before that on Spotify, which was I can't even, Glass Tip Chronicles,
Right,
um,
right.
with two other people, two other friends. We're all friends, you know. And what happened was it kind of birthed out of the pandemic, like a lot of things happened. We every weekend, I think it was like every Saturday night or something like that. We would be on these little video chats, all four of us. So one day I was like, the conversations that we're having, they're actually kind of nice. We need to like put this out here and start a podcast with it. And we, to be honestly, we did it out of just pure fun. It was just something that we kept going, and in the back of my mind I was like, well, you know what, I got kids, maybe like somewhere down the road they're gonna be like, my dad was on a podcast 60 years ago. They might bring it back up. So it's good to leave something behind. If I don't leave anything, at least I had that podcast out there. But that's pretty much how it all started. And then myself and Bobby, Mr. Williams, we went on to do the next one with the two men with mics, kind of just doing some barbershop talk. So that's pretty much how it all kind of started.
Yeah, I was flattered that he asked me to. He came to me one day and said, "Well, what do you think about us doing this or that or doing?"
There I am. There,
Yeah,
my
there you
friend.
go.
I'm sorry.
Doing
There
a
you go.
podcast.
There you
Yeah,
go.
he came to me. He was like, "What do you think about the two of us doing a podcast?" And I like the concept. Just two guys talking as if we're in a barbershop. I like to call it a virtual barbershop. And it's short, but it's to the point. And of course, like everybody else, we're trying to get our subscribers up. We just talk about whatever. And what we try to do, since it's two men, like I go scour Facebook, look for a topic, or I'll ask some of my female Facebook friends, well, what's a question you've always wanted to ask, a man, but were afraid to, or you never got the chance to, or whatever. And we kind of read those questions, and we answer, based on our view or whatever, our perspective, And so that's what we do. So we'll talk sports, we'll talk a little politics, not too much, but we talk about everything. It's just two guys in a barbershop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And my favorite part is, I would say, is to talk, answer the questions that the ladies do send in.
Yeah.
That's my favorite part on it. It's just,
and we do try to spotlight Black-owned businesses. So we had a young lady on last podcast. We were talking about her business. She's out in Houston, but and I enjoy that part too. We want to get anybody on who has a business, owns a business, who just wants to promote it and get it out there. So, yep.
I love it, and I love you all's podcast origin story, because a lot of people took the pandemic, took lockdown, and just gave up on things and didn't let their creative juices flow. As I said before, and for those of you all that are not subscribed, in the description of this video is a direct link to their channel. So jump over there, subscribe, show them some love, watch the shows. Like, seriously, watch the shows. It's chef's kiss. And I don't say that a lot because I'm very, very picky. I'm very.
Oh, thank you.
And if you can have me binging on your channel, y'all take that. I don't even binge Netflix. You understand me? Because I was like, oh, because I didn't know that Bobby Joe was on a podcast. As long as we've been friends, he didn't tell me nothing. Okay.
Oh wow.
Well, I mean, I try to, like, whenever CJ tells me this stuff, I'm like, let me.
So I ran and hit him up. Like, what's this? What's going on? How we gonna link? I went to the channel and I was like, well, let me see, a quick episode and see what's popping. I now understand those memes when people are talking about Netflix. Because I looked up and like hours had gone by, and I'm like, I feel like I know both of them. Ain't never met CJ before in my life, but I was like, that's my homeboy. Like, we cool now.
I'm gonna tell you, I've known CJ since about 1995. Correct me if I'm wrong. So I don't have I know a lot of people, but I have very few friends. You know what I'm saying? And he's one of them. So when he approached me about, let's do a podcast, I was like, how am I going to say no to that? So, and he'll tell you too, I'm always the one, he's the more confident one. I always struggle with the whole week I'm worried about what are we going to talk about? What are we going to talk about? What, trying to get topic. But then when we get on, for lack of a better phrase or whatever, the magic just happens. We just talk about, it just works. And 20, 30 minutes have gone by and it's like, all right, it's time for us to wrap up. So yeah, you
go from Bobby Joe to Bob Biv DeVoe.
Yeah, Bob Biv DeVoe is Twitter, Instagram, because I feel like I should have been a member of BBD. And I feel like I should have been a member of New Edition. So we wouldn't have had all those problems had you had this Bobby.
And they would have had better wardrobe, because I do also know, Senior Bobby Joe, that you are, a style tutor.
I do what I can.
Way to be modest. Way to be modest.
Citizen is now trying to be humble. Citizen Wayne is being humble.
Yeah, I've always liked clothes.
I had to go spruce it up before I got on camera. I already knew, because we were not going to end this broadcast, and then you hit me up like, sis, I love you, but you could have coordinated this better.
I feel bad now because I got on my DU, the Dillard University, and I got on my Nike,
CJ, take note of this. Take note of this. After almost 10 years, I am together and he ain't right now.
He's not.
And I'm the queen of throwing on a t-shirt and calling it a day.
Hey,
he's on a mismatch.
Hey, this is what happens when you work from home. So I ain't never worked from home before, but now I do 4 days a week.
Oh yeah,
and I just get up, take a shower, and I just throw on whatever I just washed, whatever's still in the dryer, and I I just log
Yeah,
on to
I'm
my
more
laptop.
experienced at the work at home than
Yeah.
you are. Look, at least I ain't got now. My pajamas are very cute and very sexy, but at least look,
Right.
have I come on this podcast before in pajamas and didn't nobody know the table's pajamas? Yes, ain't no shame.
That's all right. I'm actually kind of surprised Bobby didn't come on. You know, like even though he worked from home, I'm surprised. You know, his pajamas are ironed with a bow tie and all that going on. You know, I'm like,
That's what I was expecting. Trust me, I was
You
on
know?
the phone with my good cousin before we went live. Sister girl was sitting right over here in my little woman cave at my vanity, touching up makeup, sprucing up the hair. Because I'm like, my friend is not about to come out on my show and stunt on me. No.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you something. This is a confession, and for all your viewers too. I used to iron my clothes to go to the gym.
I was just about to say that.
I know you because I told you years ago.
I remember we were getting ready to go and you ironed, and I'm like, man, what are you doing? And you're like, man, I gotta iron my
I used to iron my clothes. So I met CJ playing pickup basketball.
At that point, I was like, I don't like this guy anymore.
Yeah, we used to play pickup basketball together, and then we would go to the gym and work out. But I would iron my clothes to go play basketball and to go lift weights.
Like, no, bruh.
Yeah.
No, but since you all are two men with mics, you know, I have spent 72 hours collecting questions specifically for you all.
Oh, okay. All right, cool.
And because I kind of figured y'all do like the questions from the ladies.
Yeah, we do.
I may or may not have reached out to a few of my souls for questions.
Okay, I'm gonna let CJ answer all the questions.
Disclaimer: them answers usually not what you want to hear. You know,
Okay, so we have one lady, and she did want me to specify her age.
Okay.
And that she is a Black woman.
All right.
Is 37 years old. I don't know why I have to specify this, but she said she's 37 years old. From a man's perspective, what makes a woman a catch?
Ooh.
You want what makes a woman a catch?
Yeah.
This is why I say,
okay,
a woman is a catch to the person that's fishing for that type of woman. So it doesn't matter what you are or, you know, how you build what you do. Your age doesn't matter about that. There's always somebody for someone out there. You know, usually love is found in the most craziest places. You know, you could be out in the park walking your dog with your bonnet on, which I hate to see. But next thing you know, you found the guy that was like, you know, some guy might have been out there. I'm like, oh man, she's pretty. You know, I like that natural beauty. Still confident, you know. So I always say, like, you know, a catch usually comes from who's fishing for that type of person at that time.
Okay. I say a catch. Well, I can speak from my. To me, a woman with a great sense of humor who doesn't take herself too seriously, who's at peace with herself. Because I know these guys out here. I'm looking on Facebook and I see all this stuff about. I just need you to be my peace. I don't need you to be my peace. I can make my own peace. I just need you to be at peace with yourself. I just, you know, just nurturing, great sense of humor, excellent communicator. Got to be an excellent communicator. And of course, men, we're physical beings, so she's got to be easy on the eyes. But yeah, mainly for me, the communication part. Willing to explore, have fun, and just be an overall good person. Can't be crazy. I don't want to get myself in trouble because I was about to say something, but I don't want to get myself in trouble.
Say it. This is an honest space here. Come on, say
it. Okay. I'm gonna just say it, and then I'm gonna get banned. But and not be crazy. But you know, I feel like all women are crazy. Some are just crazy.
Oh, we are.
Always.
I was about to say, yeah.
Oh, we are.
We had this conversation. All women are crazy. It's just a matter of how much level of crazy you tap into.
It just matters what level of crazy you tap into.
Yeah, but why? But I always wonder, why are y'all so why are you? I mean, I know sometimes men. I feel like men are more logical, or but I think women, emotion, whatever.
And
And so maybe it's a stupid question. Why are y'all so? Why are y'all crazy? And then some of y'all are crazier than others.
we'll see. That's why I think you said that though
Hold
too.
on.
Though. Go ahead, go ahead,
Let the one with the uterus take this.
go ahead, because
Um,
I
one, men are not more logical because actually you all are more driven by emotion than we are. That's why y'all have more tantrums. You all just use the emotional argument towards us when you get caught up on something. Now, if you never get caught up and you're in a healthy, honest relationship, nobody
Right.
ever gets called emotional or erratic or illogical. Think about it. Second, we're crazy because women communicate different than men. And there are times that it is frustrating. Think about it. Think about, I hate to make this comparison, but it's kind of true. Think about trying to reason with a toddler. And you keep saying the same thing over and over again. And this motherfucker still wants chicken nuggets, and you telling them that we're not having chicken nuggets for dinner, we having hot dogs. And they want to keep saying, no, I want chicken nuggets. I don't care. This is what we having because this is what we got in the house. And then
Right.
at some point, you just snap. And then there's some men that feel like they're Grizzly Adams and they just want to keep poking the bear and keep poking the bear. And we women will give you warnings. Like, if you do this, this will be the result. And men are like, nah, she'll never do that to me. She loved me. She loved me. Well, I got her. I can change her. And then you poke the bear to the point where now rabbits are boiling on your stove. Just realize women are born different than men. We are wired completely different. When we are attempting to communicate with you, if you do not understand, just say that you don't understand. Don't give us a bunch of excuses. Don't try to mansplain to us. And please do not try to punch down, because when you punch down, you takes you from, basic, everyday, you can live with level crazy. You don't even go to level 2 that skips to level 3, where when we get quiet, we've already planned out your funeral and how we're going to win that Oscar for sitting next to your mother while that happens. Don't do that. And the vast majority of men that I know that are open and honest and mature enough to have mature, healthy relationships and aren't riddled with toxic masculinity, they don't experience the crazy. The only crazy they experience is in the bedroom, and don't none of them complain about that.
Yeah. Well, yeah, we don't complain about
Because
that.
when we come in like a wrecking ball and we swinging from the chandelier, you good with that. Because trust me, it takes a level of crazy to do that. Plus, women have to be crazy in order to give birth. Okay? Because that shit hurts. And we keep doing it repeatedly because we're dumb.
Well, and then they say crazy women got some good. Wait a minute, never
I was
mind.
about to say the crazier the better. The crazier the better it is always. But I think it's connected for whatever reason.
First
Yeah.
of all, Joe, we know for a fact that somebody drove overnight that we know.
Oh yeah. In my earlier days, yes, I drove five
But I'm
hours
saying we
in the
have we
middle of
have
the
a
night.
we have a mutual that drove overnight and ruffled some feathers.
Yeah, yeah.
Because another woman who's far more crazy than me found out, was like, I can't believe you drove to go see her.
I mean, men
Baby,
do that though. Men are a little bit crazy when it comes to getting
yeah,
it.
but my thing is, I've been a gymnast for 15 years, and yeah, and I don't really have boundaries. So yeah, he got off work and was on that midnight train to Georgia.
Joe, oh, okay.
I think all men did that. I've done about 8 hours just.
You did 8 hours?
It's somebody. Yeah, I try not to admit to a lot of people, but yeah, I did 8 hours. I drove 8 hours. We get crazy when it comes to getting it.
Was
or
it
having.
worth it?
It is always
It's
worth it.
always worth it.
It is
It's
always worth it.
Okay,
It
did you
doesn't
stay
matter.
the night and leave, or was this like a
Oh,
whole
definitely. I
weekend
stayed.
thing?
I spent the night and left and came back. Then there's one time I did a couple times I've done weekends for it, but I've literally spent the night. But you got to think about it. Men, I've caught flights for it just this overnight. And I always tell myself, you done flew over all that vagina just to get to one.
Oh.
You could have just, went down the street.
Yeah,
Right.
But
you know what? Then I don't know what type of breed I am, because I got a rule. You can come, but I'm like Interview with the Vampire. When the sun come up, you can't be here. I don't want to cuddle with you. And that actually leads us to our next question.
All right.
How do y'all feel about women that don't like to cuddle, that just want you to come and do the deed?
Oh, I'm okay with that.
I was about to say that's my
I,
best
I
friend.
I had a relationship for it was just physical for a number of years. We didn't. I would come over there. Matter of fact, we would do what we would do, and she would go to the bathroom. And when she came back, I was fully dressed and I was ready to go. I would just leave.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
like man's best friend. Else, all you want to do is do that and leave. There's no strings attached. There's no commitment. That is the best thing you can ever have. I've been dealing with one for like over what 8-9 years now, and there's never been no more than here and there. You get a little, I guess, get a little freaky and do it in other places, and they ain't got to worry about it. Go home.
yeah,
Don't even hear from that person till it's unless they want something or I want something. Obviously, that's the man's best friend right there.
yeah. That's
It's too easy. That is the easiest thing ever. And if you're
that's the
smart and like
best.
like me, I'm good, man. I make sure I do not mess that up. Because
Yeah,
you know
You are a
I'm the
smart man.
I am trying to
yeah,
be the
I've had some
perfect guy.
people mess it up by, and I love these. We're just friends. Okay, I get that part. I told you that before. Don't catch no feelings. Ain't no feelings to be caught. I don't even remember your last name.
Hmm.
Did you tell me?
right.
Yeah.
And there was one guy. I was at a dinner party and he called me, and it was unusual for him to actually call. So I picked up the phone like, is something wrong? Because he did have a child that he was raising. And my first thing was, as a mother of four, what's going on with the child? And he heard a dude in the background as he's on a date, mind you, and got in his feelings. I was like, oh, we're done. You're blocked.
Yeah.
This was not
He
part of the plan.
he was on a date with another woman and he got in his feelings about. Wow,
That's one of those territorial type guys, though. It's like, oh,
wow,
you're only one I'm supposed to be messing with because I'm supposed to be great or whatever. But
wow.
women always.
And we have a commenter who wants to know you all's response on this, at the total package of what she's doing for herself and that doesn't need me. Do you agree with that? That makes a total package
Wait a minute. Total. What was that total package?
of what
Of
she's
what?
doing for herself and that she doesn't need you. She just wants you to be around.
What's wrong with that? I mean that's
So they're saying, do you agree with that?
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, you don't need me. I mean, we're not in kindergarten. I mean, you're not my child. I'm not your child. If she doesn't need me, I mean, that's kind of, I guess you say that's almost like you can keep a lot of some of that crazy out of the relationship. Let's put it like that. Because when she needs you and then you're not there, then it creates havoc. It creates problems. If she doesn't need you, other than, let's just say you guys are at let's say committed relationship and everything's lovely, she's, I guess, paying her bills. I guess if he says the total package, she's paying her bills and she's doing it. That's fine. Now, if you have a problem with that, then a lot of times it's usually the guy that has a little bit of insecurity about the woman not needing them, and then that's usually when, and I'm not coming directly. I don't know if that's a guy or a lady that sent that, but
It was a guy.
Oh,
I'm not coming at him directly. I didn't say that, but yeah, I mean, some guys feel that women have to need them, to make that relationship, but it's not even, that's not true, and like I said, it just leaves room for more issues, especially if you're feeling like that, and I'm just leave it that because I could kind of like go all into that one.
I mean, no, go ahead. But I'll just say this:
Don't you? No. We trying to give them a taste of what they gonna get on your. You know what? Here, and I'm not taking you out for a full solid 2 minutes. So get it all out. And
oh, I ain't going for. Whoa.
Go ahead. Oh, CJ, go ahead, CJ.
I didn't put no lotion on. But, no, really. I mean, I really did say everything I was gonna say. Usually, guys that have a woman that and they feel some type of way because she doesn't need him per se, then that's his own insecurities. I mean, as a grown man, I don't have to have a person around me that's a grown woman, but I have to treat her like a toddler, or I can say toddler, but a teenager, like she, all this emotional needage or financial, needs you financially and all of that. If you're pulling your own weight, then you have a great relationship. I think, in my own words. Thank you for taking me off because I ain't got no lotion on.
Jesus, Mary,
It was distracting me.
Same person, D-Mac. It should be an addition, not a subtraction. I agree. Do you
Well,
agree?
and that's what I was just saying. It really is. I don't need someone that's there that's and I'm not saying, you know, because we had this conversation too, like we had this whole thing about if the guy made so much amount of money and the lady made less, you know, was she bringing him down, or did she, you know, or did she, what was the word? Remember we talking about that, Bobby, about the Popeyes chicken and all that?
Yeah, right. Yeah, I remember that.
Here's something. I don't mean to
Go
cut
ahead.
you off.
No, go ahead.
Because I'm going to pull myself from the feed, because I really want to really give people a good view of the two of you on your podcast. But I want you all to discuss this right here. Does it make you less of a man for your woman to be a greater breadwinner than you? And with that, I am going to give you all the spotlight. I'll see you in 2 minutes.
Go ahead, Bobby. Go ahead,
All right.
Bobby.
So I'll answer that question. Absolutely not. It doesn't make you less of a man. Me personally, I've dated women before who have made more money than me. My fiance makes more money than me. Uh, I I don't have an issue with it. I'm secure in my manhood. I never felt like it made me, you know, I think we're working together. She has a career right now where she just makes more money than I do. I'm okay with that. She doesn't have a problem with it. And then to go back with to what you guys, you know, were saying, like need a man or whatever. I would rather be wanted than needed. But yeah, I just I don't I you know people's idea. I never let anybody define, you know, and I'm probably gonna get in trouble for this too. Uh, I've never, especially a woman, tell me define what a man or less of a man or what a real man is, or just anybody for that matter. Tell me what a real man is. I'm a man, and I'm not gonna. That's not based off somebody else's definition or perception of what if I'm not doing this or doing this, or I'm not making more money than my woman, or if I'm not, bringing home six figures and paying all the bills, or we're going 50-50. We do what works for us. So, and I would advise anybody to do what works for you. To hell with what anybody else says. If you're a man, you feel like you're a man, you're doing what you do, and you guys come to an agreement, do you. I don't give a damn what anybody else says. So, yeah, that's my answer. I, I joke around a lot, and I'm 50 years old. I am fucking all man. So, CJ, I'll
You get a, you did you give him the eyebrows on that one, bro?
Yeah, I gave the eyebrows, bro. Because that's an issue for me, because I be seeing that stuff on. I see that stuff on Facebook all day.
Here's the thing about I'll tell you this real quick, Bobby. And like you say, you might see it on Facebook, and for you, you're always saying it makes you a man or whatever. But you got to think a lot of people are brought up differently, or they see the world differently. So
right.
Same thing with the relationship. Everybody, every relationship isn't going to be the same within those people. If that was the case, then everybody could date everybody and be okay.
Right. Right.
So I get. Some people would say, oh, they have to make more money. That's just their preference. And then it just kind of goes back to, he might find the actual lady that's okay with him making the more money, and then vice versa with the lady making more money than the guy. Like, say, for instance, in your situation, your fiance make more than you and you guys okay with it. You guys make it work. And that's why I say all the relationships aren't the same, So, I mean, at the end of the day, there really is a lot of people kind of say this, but there's no real, I say, framework per se to how every relationship, you just can't pinpoint it on one, avenue. This is how a relationship is supposed to be. You kind of get what I'm saying?
Right.
My mind buffing a little bit, because I want some vodka, but so.
But do y'all see why I love watching these two gentlemen? The honesty. the personality. Like, it's so rare to see men, especially Black men, because for a very long time, Black men have been conditioned by society, and society says, oh, you're not supposed to talk about these things. You're not supposed to be comfortable in your skin. You're just supposed to be strong and be a provider and not have opinions and just toe the line. And as my granddaddy used to say, but, you know, let's not forget, yeah, girls from the island. So they like to say that if you're a man, if you are inward, that you're supposed to be a hard knuckler, drag them knuckles and do the work. That's not how that works. So I love the fact that you all are open to discuss different things and go outside of societally traditional roles and functions. But real quick, we do have our holiday ad, and after that, we will be back to continue the conversation.
I'm looking for J-High. Oh, Santa. Where's Ari? Oh, Santa. Come on, girls. Santa, if you get this letter, won't you help me out? I know you're kind of busy with your elves right now, and I don't know how you do the things you do when I sleep on Christmas Eve. But it's amazing, and I bet that you could bring me back my baby. Because every time I see Christmas lights, I feel this void inside, and I just can't take it. I saw.
And let's not forget, get your merch from your girl. And season 21 is the code for free shipping. And do
Okay.
realize that if you want items by Christmas, if you want the Educated Black King, the Learning Starts Here, the Majestically Melanated line, or the Christmas merch, please order within the next 2 weeks to guarantee delivery before or on Christmas. Other than that, you'll be cute on New Year's, though.
Hey,
I like them
Hey.
too. I was looking at
Hey.
them. I'm like, oh, those are nice.
yeah, you mentioned New Year's. Capricorn season is coming.
Oh,
It
it is. Are we gonna have to get an
January
online
2nd.
party going for my cat? And you know, I forgot that you were the big 5-0.
I'm gonna be 51.
I know, I forgot.
Yeah,
Every time
yeah.
I keep thinking you're my age.
No, I'm gonna,
'Cause I just got to double 4.
You know,
I just stepped into double 4, and I keep forgetting.
oh yeah. I'm gonna be 51 in
Yeah, I
January.
keep forgetting you ain't in your 40s. No, I keep forgetting that. But also, I'm
Sorry, Bob. You know, but I'm gonna sing it too. Keep forgetting.
gentlemen, we got to have y'all come back on a Friday so y'all can join us for Freeform Friday, which is just an online intellectual party where we just
Oh
take
hell yeah!
the audience. But I'm just gonna say, as we move into the holiday season, we do it in our jammies. So whatever you sleep in, come on, get comfy, get you a drink. So CJ, that means come with your vodka.
Oh, thank you.
Oh no, I don't
Me and
know.
my
I guess I
vodkas.
have to pick out some pajamas.
CJ, do you need to run and go get your vodka?
Nah, you know, because I'll get up in here with that. Bobby see me in action sometimes. I'll be in here that vodka. I'll be slurring and talking crazy. And I really went off the edge with it.
Hey, no, he's a
you were like-
professional.
Like I
Even-
said, go get your vodka.
hey, he's not telling the truth. Even with the vodka, he's on point. This is my guy right here.
Nah,
So even
I
with the
appreciate
vodka,
I
he's
appreciate the love, Bobby.
he's on point. He's on point.
I appreciate the love, but
See,
but,
and
but
this is why
this
I
guy,
love
tell
that-
you,
I love when Black men can be a role model and show that you can show love and support.
Oh, absolutely. This like, hey, let me tell you, I'm in this, I have this like maybe 4 or 5 people that I say this is my guy, and this is one of them. Like I said, I've known him since '95. So yeah, so hey, you know he does no wrong in my eyes. This when I talk to people, I say we do this podcast. This is my guy. So yeah, so all that talk vodka, he'll still be. We do the podcast. He's not slurring. He'll be all right. Even
And-
with the
Bro,
vodka.
I'm gonna cash app you later, Bobby, on that. I appreciate that.
But,
You know, get you later.
oh no, just send him a educated Black King hoodie. There you go.
yeah.
Okay.
But real quick before we get into the next question,
Okay.
Bobby Joe, can you let the people on your Instagram know that when I comment, I'm as a woman because they come over to my page and go, "Oh, you're a girl." Yes,
Are you serious?
they're always
Are
trying
you serious?
to tell them I'm as a girl.
Okay, I'll have to. I'm so sorry. No,
I mean, I can send you some pictures.
are you
I can
serious?
send you some other pictures.
What is your name on there, or is it? Or they, like, why do they not think you're a
Because
lady?
it's Cincy Taz.
Okay.
They
I
don't
did
look
not-
at my picture. They look at my name and then come over to my page, which I'm appreciative of. Like, okay,
Right.
I'm just going to show some love or whatever. And if you want to come to my page and show some love, all of my social media is public. Well, mine is TikTok because I got kicked off TikTok. I can't go back.
Oh, you can't. You got kicked off TikTok.
I get kicked off. I mean, kicked off of TikTok.
We'll talk about that when I come on y'all show.
Okay, yeah.
Because my audience has heard this story 50, 11 times and they're no longer amused. I still think it's funny. But yeah, so I'm as a girl, and anybody that's been on my Instagram, my pictures definitely, yeah.
No, I mean that's and the funny thing is,
Because I've been put in Facebook jail before, and first of all, I got put in Facebook jail twice for taking a bet from him.
Oh, wow.
Who made that picture to call out somebody who was scamming people and was like, "I bet you won't make it public," and I'm like, "Okay, I'll do it."
And they
Make a
put you
whole
in
new
jail.
account.
Wow.
Facebook was like, "Heifer, you going to jail for 30 days." Then the second time,
Oh wow.
somebody posted a salacious pic, and I was talking shit in the comment section because that's what I do. And then this one was like, "Well, if you're gonna talk shit, outdo the picture." Once again, like the goofy little sister that I can be at times, because I got 8 brothers, I was like, "I bet I can." Facebook snatched that quickly. Like, he was like, "What did the picture look like?" And I was like, "This." He was like, "Yo, stupid ass, stop banging. What the hell was you thinking?" I was like, "I was thinking it was cute."
That's great. See, I've been in Facebook jail twice, and I'm like, this isn't me. I don't go to Facebook jail. So recently, I just got out. I was in there for 3 days.
Oh, you get 3-day bids?
I
I'm
got-
now in Facebook prison. Okay, that's why I have a whole backup page.
So
with
you, yeah,
just my nickname on it. I go to. They give me like months at a
You do.
time. I'm in
See,
prison.
Wow.
I got
See,
30
Bobby
days.
almost, Bobby had
And
that 3 day and almost
I got
died.
3 days. Exactly. I got 3 Facebook pages now. I got 3 Facebook pages.
He sent me a request on the other one when it Facebook prison, and then he called me and I was like, "Man, I'm not accepting that,
He was
bro."
like, I'm
And
not
then
accepting.
I'm not accepting.
somebody made an account in your name
Mm-mm.
and was trying to do some. You went
That's
that
me.
far off of a 3-day.
Yeah, that's
So-
what I told him. I was like, "Bro, I'm not accepting that. I'm not accepting that request.
Let
It's
me-
only
let
3
me-
days."
Let
It's
me
like,
tell
"Nah,
you
man,
a
come
story.
on, come on." I'm like, no.
Let me tell
Story
you a story
time.
real
Come on,
quick.
Bobby.
So, okay, so the first time I got put in Facebook jail, I created the second page. I said, okay, I'll have this backup page. But what I didn't know, so when I created the second page, I used the same phone number and email address. So
You
what I
can't
did
do that.
exactly. So when they throw the main page in jail, they throw your other page is restricted
Why
too.
didn't you contact me? You know,
I didn't even
professional.
know.
felon in
I
this.
didn't even know.
The
So-
professional
so
over
You
there,
got to
huh?
get around that.
So when it happened the second time, I said, okay, so let me, this is why I know I'm addicted to social media. I created a whole new Gmail account and I used my Google voice number. And I said, well, let me create a Facebook page and see if they flag it. And of course they didn't. They didn't. I'm
First
like,
of all, Bobby Joe, you can create a Facebook page without putting your phone number on it.
I was just about to say that.
I
You don't
didn't
have
even
to
know
put
that
a phone
either.
number.
I didn't even know that either.
You just
So-
need an email address.
Hold on,
So-
CJ.
And I know that, and I ain't never been in Facebook jail.
Damn,
Come here,
I didn't know that.
yeah.
CJ,
Look,
come
I'm slide.
Stop letting him roam these social media streets unsupervised. You know you got to hold his hand while he crossed the street
I
until
didn't
his
even know that.
house so the lights come on the corner of Facebook and Instagram. He ain't built. You know what?
That
I-
brother be on the move though. He be on the move. He be all out there. I'm just like, hey.
I didn't even know that. I was like, I thought you had to put the phone number and the email address. Well, I got a third page with a
See,
totally different. So I'm like, look, I'm doing too much. I got 3 pages now.
and a big secret when he told me when he's in there for 3 days, he's like, I created another page when I got a phone number, blah blah blah. When I heard him say phone number, I didn't even say nothing to him.
Ooh, CJ, you messy. You
He
messy.
said,
I
I'm
just
not
giggled at
accepting
myself.
this.
I just
I'm
laughed
not
at myself
accepting
because I was
this.
like, man, I ain't.
Messy, no, because I capped out twice on both of my pages because I didn't realize Facebook capped you off at 5,000. Then Trump
Yes.
got elected, and a lot of people that just wanted to look at my pictures and didn't really read my content started reading my content. Was like, I'm racist. I cannot keep fawning over this black chick. I gotta go. But
Right.
Facebook created 2 fan pages for me. I was like, what kind of
Wow.
level did I get to?
Mm.
But I did realize even when they block and ban my accounts, I still have access to my fan pages. And I'm like, y'all should have never gave me this.
Wow.
Y'all done fucked up now.
Wow.
I am not the one that you should give.
I'm just a
didn't know that.
Facebook rookie over here. You guys got all these what's it? You got fan pages, and I know Bob got. You're almost at 5,000, right, Bob?
No, I was a few times. I'm like at I think I'm 6 away now from 5,000. I was at 5,000. I must have offended a few folks, and I lost some friends. So
Yeah.
you know,
I was
Well,
about to
see-
say I'm a cool 4,900 away from 5,000.
See,
So-
here's the trend for me. And I guess it's just because I'm a woman. The colder it gets and the more clothes I put on,
it goes
people
down.
leave. And then they come back. And then some people, because I won't accept their friend request because I know that they're already creepers because they've already tried to slip into my DMs like, I can be your sugar daddy. Bitch, I'm pretty sure I can be your sugar mama. I just don't want to.
right.
My ends and your ends are not meeting. I'm still the HBIC, baby. Like, I own the company. Like,
Mhm.
everything has my name on it.
Right.
And I'm the queen of getting, all the money, aka alimony. I collect husbands like Thanos collects infinity stones.
Oh man.
Dang. Oh, okay.
I get bored very easily, but people always seem to want to convince me to marry them. And I'm like, you do know I see this as a business transaction, but I digress. So they're always like, I could be your sugar daddy. No, you can't. And I'm pretty sure you couldn't keep up with my drive because I've had that. I've been handcuffed to too many things. Somebody, I need a break. Well, let me phone a friend, bitch. Go take a break. It dips down
Mhm.
and then it comes back up. Although I wear the same thing all year round. Skin tight jeans or leggings, t-shirts. And I need to stop lying to the public and say that I wear tank tops. No, they just be sports bras, y'all. I don't even buy tank tops. Because my one brother was like, I gotta unfollow you. What is wrong with you? Our father is a pastor. That's what's wrong with me, right there. Ooh, and question: have y'all ever dated, hooked up with, messed around with, had an entanglement with a pastor's daughter? And if so, can we get a story time? Because I'm nosy and I'm nasty. Go ahead.
Well, seeing as I am a pastor kid,
So you just as nasty as me. Go ahead. Go
yeah,
ahead.
I was hitting a few of them in the church. So, and then revival time came. Well, I'll tell you something. I actually hit my brother's girlfriend inside the church at church. I'm gonna go to hell for that one.
Wow.
Oh,
Oh wow.
I'm gonna go to hell for that one. But
Oh,
and then he
wow.
called me and he was yeah.
oh, trust me. Every time my brothers date somebody new, they all come over. There's 8 of them, and then me. I'm the middle child. They come over. They surround me and go, look. They go, this is my new boo. Don't touch her. And I go, she's a little baddie. You can't cook and I can. She know your credit score 400 and mine like 825. She know that I'm closer to the ground.
Wow.
I think all the preachers, I call them the PK kids. We I guess from all that church time, we let loose after that. I know when as soon as I got away from my dad, I was hell as a hell on earth.
Oh, you waited till you got away? Oh, that's where I fucked
As
up.
far as like really, really getting, and it wasn't I got away. It was when my dad left while he was cheating around with all his other women. Them preachers, they be messing with all the women in church. But yeah, he left.
Maybe
After that,
my
it was
daddy is
over.
the only one that's different.
Huh?
I asked my daddy once, okay? Y'all don't judge me, but I did because I was curious. Now, at the church where my daddy is the pastor at, here's the order of the pastors. There's only been 3. My daddy is the 3rd one. The first one was the founder of the church. After that was my uncle, my daddy's older brother. Then it was my daddy, currently. Now, during the process, I had to be the good, diligent daughter and actually show up to church. Mind you, y'all see what I dress like.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Did you think I was changing that? So then my daddy was like, you got to wear a dress. Okay. I wore a dress with thigh-high boots because that is who I am. And thigh-high boots, they are my spirit shoes, okay? Trust me, there is a very thick stripper that lives inside of my body. I'm waiting for this bitch to come out and give me her skills, but she don't. So I didn't like the all of that. But he becomes the pastor. All of a sudden now, every time somebody in our family dies, I have to show up to read the church resolution during their funeral, whether I like these people or not, or ever spoke to them.
Mm.
And I do something every time to up the ante, thinking they will stop asking me to come into the house of the Lord. Okay? They never do. I think they're just entertained. They're because the last time I wore a mask last Saturday to my uncle, the former pastor's funeral, where I had to get up and read 3 resolutions because, former pastor. I had a mask with an ankh and the eye of Horus on it in a church. You would think they'll be like, get this stuff out of here, never let back.
Yeah.
And I am in a full-on bodycon black dress, just pow, boom, bang, accentuating everything. Waited to the last minute to take my trench coat off. It was a pretty woman reveal moment.
I'm over sounding like one of them old pervert dudes. I'm like,
And thigh-high boots, and I strut right on up. Move the podium to right in front of the pulpit because we didn't have a body. He died of COVID, so we got him cremated. Have the mask on, take the mask off. And then my goofy extra behind gets up, walks away from the podium, has a moment, turns around so the booty meat shows, okay? Drops my tissue, bends over like at some point somebody gonna stop me.
all them old deacons was in there looking at you. Then they was like,
Yeah.
ain't it good?
The chairman of the deacon board is 3 years older than me.
Yeah, yeah. I can probably imagine what he was thinking. Oh, that guy good. Won't he do it?
Won't he do it?
Yeah,
At
won't he
one of
do
the
it?
services, I was just sitting there like,
I've been at church saying that. Ooh.
I brought my MacBook in. I'm on everything but a Bible site, okay?
Mm.
I'm supposed to be running IT. Once again, ain't nothing on the screens. I am not doing my job because they are not paying me, and I'm sorry, I don't volunteer. I did enough volunteer work raising children. They're now grown. I'm on every site known to man, volume on, waiting for my daddy to tell me to go home. You know what he did? It's altar call, saints. Let's come up here and pray for my darling daughter, my one and only princess.
Pastor, though, you got the devil in you.
And I was like, Daddy, you ain't never messed around with nobody in the church. He looked me straight in the eye and he said, I'm trying to make sure you get into heaven. So I ain't doing nothing. I said, Daddy, my goal is not heaven. That's where all the boring people are going to be. And you, mama, granny, granddaddy, papa, mi abuela, mi abuelo. No, I'm trying to go to hell where the people that are experienced can continue to do the things that I want to do that we can't discuss. And he said, I kind of figured you were doing things that I don't even know exist. And this is why I need you to go to heaven. He said, I need you to be on eternal time out. I said, first of all, if I'm this way, I can only imagine how you and mom churned out 9 kids. Okay.
Yeah.
Y'all nasty. And I said, I remember growing up when y'all were getting ready to do the nasty because y'all would walk out if we were on the first floor and you wasn't slick enough because you would hold your head up to certain walls. Like you was checking to see if we could hear you. We didn't want to. We just went upstairs. We just didn't tell you. We just like to see the freak out moment in you.
Yeah. And you can imagine all the stuff they did before that anyway, before they were, let's say preacher. My dad still did all of it while he was still a preacher, just knocking off all the sister Mabels and sister Becca Dale, all them in church.
Yeah, but everybody at my daddy church
Golly.
that wants to keep flirting with my daddy thinking you got a chance because
Yeah.
I'm a heathen. Evidently, y'all ain't got a chance. Sorry. Plus, even if you would have fucked his brains out, I'm his power of attorney. It's been that way since my mother passed away, and even my stepmother don't have access to his stuff. And baby, if you think my signature is going on it now, no, no, I done put in too much work with my daddy. A change is gonna come, and that change is going in my pocket.
Oh my God.
We
Called me and told me for Thanksgiving, even though I'm cooking at my house, that he needs 2 Toll House pies, my granny's recipe, and 2 sweet potato pies, my grandma's recipe that I remixed to make it better. I love my grandma; she was an okay cook, but I had to make that better. That he needs that to himself. I said, "Where's your self money, sir?"
yeah.
Because I'm making a whole duck for Thanksgiving because I'm tired of turkey. Okay,
Right.
I already handled Sunday dinner.
Wow.
And he gonna hit me with, "We're at the funeral on Friday. I'll have a check for you." No, I'm gonna need you to just transfer me money, okay? I know you older than desegregation in this country, but sir, I'm tired of having to come to you to get a check.
Look, it's a new era. They don't know that they don't transfer.
All right.
Come on, we got transfer. What they say? We got Cash App, some Venmo, something.
Yeah.
Get some of that money off. The checks you got to wait. Them checks to clear. Wait till the 3rd before you can cash it.
Uh-huh.
No, I do it immediately.
Immediately, huh?
And my stepmother be getting mad because I'm the spoiled child. So like when they go on vacation, my dad knows that he has to like buy me a designer purse or some designer shoes, and he'll call me over to the house like, "I'm sorry, I know I told you couldn't call to tell me about some weird book or movie that you watched." I'm like, "Well, you called me because you refuse to talk to your sons about sports." He was like, "Because they think they understand, but you understand."
Yeah.
Touche, motherfucker, touche. I got you. But yeah, so if she gets mad, like, "She is an adult. You do not have to buy her a gift because we went out of town."
That's daddy's little girl. Huh?
First of all, bitch, you older than my daddy. Your closet is in the basement. Gravity is a motherfucker. Timber, bitch.
Yeah, she might just be a little jealous of you,
Yeah.
Oh,
You know how that go.
she's still chasing my mama's ghost. And have you all ever been with somebody who's chasing a ghost or chasing an ex, like trying to outdo an ex of yours that you've never even brought up?
Exactly. Yes.
Not knowingly. I guess I was, but
They always trying to outdo that ex too.
Hold on,
whatever that
Bobby
ex
Joe,
is.
do you actually officially have exes? Because you generally do like entanglements and situations.
No. I do. I have 4.
34?
Yeah. 4.
Did you say 34?
4. No, I do have. I
14?
do have I have a few exes. Yeah, I have a few exes.
Do they know their exes, Bobby Joe?
Yes, they do. They do know their exes.
And did you know that you were in a relationship with them at the time?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
And I'm cool with most of them. I'm maybe with the exception of maybe 1 or 2. Yeah, but no, I have exes.
One of them I really like too. I don't know. She was really cool. She was really cool.
What did you do, Bobby Joe? What did you do?
I think it was me and it was them. I mean, I can take responsibility for my part in the demise of the relationship. But yeah, I just we just weren't a good fit after a while, and it was just time to move on. That's the PR. That's me standing at the podium.
No, we don't need to our answer. We don't need to, like, what did I say? Treat the show like you over your favorite cousin house.
Yeah.
Give me the truth. I don't want the PR. I worked in PR. Let's not forget, before I started my company, I worked in PR. And I exclusively work with Black people. So I know how to remix.
Okay. Well, I don't think I was street enough for her. And I think, well, another one. Well, we're still friends, but I was 24 at the time. She might have been 19. It was long distance, 3 hours away. I was in Biloxi, Mississippi. She was in Montgomery, Alabama.
First
I
of all,
was
her
driving.
frontal cortex was not fully developed. So she was
Yeah,
on a whole different level of
yeah,
crazy.
yeah.
She probably thought that you was banging everything moving like you were a fresh
And I
pubescent.
th- and I thought she was too, but it was rough. It was I was working in TV. I was getting off at almost 11 o'clock at night, and I was driving 3 hours to Montgomery, Alabama. So of course that lasted only 8 months because she would come. We would see each other maybe twice a month. And I got tired of driving in the middle of the night in my Honda. I mean, I'm sorry, my Mazda Protege. This was this was this was in the late. This was
Wait, you was driving a Mazda
it
Protege?
was my first brand new car. I was
Hold on. You know
20.
you black, right?
Yeah, I was
You know
27. I
you
think.
black,
Yeah, I
right?
was about 27 at the time.
You don't
I
drive Mazdas?
well, and now I would get a six CX-9. I would drive a Mazda now. Back then, I had a Mazda Protege. I was 20, about 25 at the time, maybe 25, 26, something like that. But I had, I don't know if you're familiar with this company. It's not called Cellular South now, but I had my first brick cell phone. So I was driving. I would get off work at 10:35 at night, and I already had my car packed, and I would drive to Montgomery, Alabama, and I would get there about 2 o'clock in the morning, and I would spend 2 days with her, and it just I'm like I'm putting all these miles on my car. I'm tired of this, and she would come down to see me, and it just got it just got old. We're still cool. We're still friends, but I was like,
Yeah, but I
yeah,
got a question.
yeah, go ahead.
Was it lined with platinum? Did she know special tricks? Was she bending over backwards? Like, was she doing the splits up against the wall so you could hit it? What the hell was you thinking?
I have an affinity for tall women. She was tall, and I and
Hold on. What do you consider tall? Because after this past weekend, when one of my co-hosts for another one of my shows came to
mhm,
visit me, I'm 5'4.5".
okay,
But when he got here, evidently he considered me tall. I don't see how. You know, I got to
Okay.
climb up on the damn cabinets. What do you consider tall?
5'8" and up.
Okay.
It's tall to
Question:
me.
Are you
She,
gentlemen honest about your height? And I'm asking
yeah,
this for a reason.
I'm honest.
Or
I'm
do
I'm
y'all
six
give
one.
NBA heights? And y'all know
I'm
what I'm talking
no,
about.
I know exactly what you're talking about. I'm 6'1", and I'm
CJ.
honest about
Oh,
my
I'm
height.
6 feet, but I would do. I'd be like, oh, I'm like 5'11". No, I really am 6 feet though.
Yeah,
Like I
These
don't know.
are,
I don't
these
even
are
know
not
why there's something to
NBA
lie about
heights,
though.
right?
Yeah, these are not NBA heights. I mean,
no,
I don't know
no,
why
no.
this.
We're honest. We're honest
Yeah, I
about
don't
it.
know
I
why.
mean, I
What's
know
the
y'all
lie about
sports
that?
fans, so I know I can say that and
Yeah,
y'all understand what I'm talking about because I
Yeah,
said
yeah,
that to somebody the other day and they looked like they were deer caught in the headlights. And I was like, never mind, I said the wrong thing to them.
right.
yeah, yeah.
No, no, no. We're
So
honest
because
about
she
it.
was tall and you could climb her like an oak tree, you was just like, oh, okay, George, here I
And I
come,
was
George.
and I was a little color struck too. And I like my women light to caramel complected. I like all black women, but she was a little light, and she was about
So you
she
like
was
a
about
you
five
like a
eleven.
caramel macchiato.
Yeah, she was about 5'11", about 5'11",
Oh, she was a
and
fucking Amazon like my mother, you fucking.
yeah, and I would
And
go
yes,
see
I'm bitter
her.
about tall women because my mother used to take me to the store and she would literally go to the toddler department in any department store and be like, "This is just your size, Miss President of Lollipotville." And I'd be like, "Bitch, I
And,
came out of you. It's your fault that I'm short. Shit. What did
yeah,
you
but
not eat?"
that's not height is not a deal breaker for me. You don't have to be tall. My fiance is 5'9", but yeah, my ex was
Wait a minute. You
5'11".
don't have to be tall,
You don't have to
but
be
my
tall.
fiance
But,
is
but
5'9".
It's five.
What the fuck? Height is not a deal breaker for me,
It's
but
not a deal breaker. It's
I
really
still
not.
got a tall drink of
Yeah,
chocolate
but
milk.
I but I but I but I do like tall women. I like tall women because I like there's more than people like. Well, why do you like tall women? I'm like because there's more of you. There's long legs. Uh, I like women with thick calves.
Short women got long legs too.
That's true, but and I like women with big feet. You know how women say they like.
the
women with
Nah,
big feet.
bruh.
I like
Nah, we
women
got
with
you
big
lost me
feet.
on that one. You done lost me on that one.
Would
You
you say,
trying to date a frog? That's
I
what
got a
you
foot
trying to do.
fetish.
You
I have
trying
a
to be
foot fetish.
Tiana. You trying to be the prince and the frog. That's what
I
you're
got
trying to do.
I got a foot fetish.
She's
So I like
slapping the
women with
floors
big-
as she walked through the house, man.
I,
No
I like a
way.
You're
woman
going
with
through
like
like
size
Exactly. Like, nah, no.
size 9, size 10.
She in the kitchen.
You
She
just-
covered
you-
around the
first of all,
corner.
I got
size
a foot
9. Well,
fetish.
no, that's not average for.
Oh man.
So I got a foot
Lord
fetish.
Jesus.
She wearing
Yeah.
you and her wearing the same shoe sizes. Mm-mm.
Foot fetish. Foot
Nah,
fetish. I like women with
A pretty
with
foot is
pretty
nice,
feet.
but like, oh
But
yeah,
I
pretty
like a
feet are
big-
nice, but
everything bigger to me is everything on a woman bigger is better. So if you're taller and you got long legs, thick calves, pretty feet,
Bobby just gonna say you really just gonna say if long as they got a big booty.
yeah,
Look,
I
it's-
like that too.
I like
That's what
big butts that cannot
Yeah.
lie.
Bobby really just go ahead and say you just,
But
you
that's-
just as long as I got a big booty.
But that's not a deal breaker. That's not a deal breaker. That's not a deal
You
breaker.
keep saying it's not a
It's not.
deal breaker,
It's
and
not.
then
It's
every
not.
woman you describe that you've actually been in a relationship with fits the stuff that you say is not a deal breaker. So I think it is a deal
No,
breaker.
hold
I
on.
think
I've been in
an entanglement.
relationships with women with little booties too. Mhm.
Did they
and
have
they
big-
matter.
Did they have big
little booties
boobs?
matter.
Bobby Joe, did they have big
No,
boobs?
some of them didn't. Some of them didn't. No. So I'm kind.
First of all, you said you only got 4 exes. Okay, so what you mean 4?
I probably got more than
Come
that
on.
because I'm a little
What you mean,
different.
son?
I got-
Oh,
I got-
CJ, are you picking up what he's putting down here?
I told you it's a whole 34.
CJ, help me out. CJ, help me out.
Oh yeah, let me help you. Yeah, Bobby only asked 4.
And one of them didn't count because it was only 8 months. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, so
Yeah.
we can count things that didn't. We don't have to count things that didn't last a year.
Well,
nah, because she lived far away and it was 8 months. So technically it wasn't
was
a
8
full
months.
it wasn't
So
a
like
full
I said,
relationship.
we ain't got to count them. Oh,
Nah,
then
no,
I'm not.
no.
Then I can no longer say that I am the Elizabeth Taylor of the Midwest and that I'm collecting ex-husbands like Thanos stones. Because if it didn't last a year, it don't count.
But if you put it, if you got married though, then it counted.
I had 2 that didn't last year. CJ knows one of them. She was a little ghetto, but she had a big booty. She was ghetto.
Oh, which
She
one are
had
you
a
talking
big
about?
We
She was a
I
little
don't-
ghetto.
Where she
she
live
was a
at?
lot ghetto. She was
Where
a
she
lot
at?
ghetto.
Where
She
she
live
live?
in Gulfport. She was a lot ghetto.
I don't know.
Gulfport.
I don't know which one you talking about. You got to hit me up on that.
We
Hint.
gonna have to go offline on that.
I was supposed to give
No,
me
we
a
don't
hint.
need a private
I don't need a hint to know this one. I'm kind of curious about this one myself.
Nuh-uh. Put it in the private chat. I want to see.
Okay, I'll put it in the private shot. Hold
'Cause
on,
I'm
let me
really-
put that.
Let me tell you something
Okay.
about Bobby, the way he dressed and being all vain though. Like he was dating this one chick one time, and then she bought him a shirt and met him outside the mall, and she gave it to him. And he, thank you, I love it, so nice, it's beautiful, thank you, baby. Blah, blah. So when she left,
He
he
lied.
looked around and he put it in a trash can out front. I'm like, this guy here. He's like, that was an ugly shirt. I'm like, what? You tripping? I was like, what if she will tell you to wear it one day when y'all go out, you and her go out
Just take
somewhere.
it back. I mean, I've done that, and I'm not gonna lie. I have finessed some dudes that have given me some gifts, and I'm like, "Oh, baby, thank you so much." And I take it right back to the store and get something else. And when they see me with the something else, I'm like, "Baby, this is exactly what you got me. It was exactly what I wanted." And I chronicle it on Instagram too, so I have evidence. Like it was the same day. This is what you gave me. See the bag?
Yo, you guys got because I keep all this.
Stuff. I still got stuff I ain't never
You keep
wore.
the ugly shit.
I put it in a drawer. You never know. Might need it for a
Yeah.
Halloween costume or something. Or
Oh,
what.
CJ, you are so
What?
benevolent. Bless your
Hey, okay, so
Look, I
the,
value that ugly shit.
the one
no,
in
y'all.
Montgomery.
And see, my siblings ain't shit either. Because my baby brother, for his birthday, he wanted to go to breakfast, and then we were going to a local amusement park. He's born towards the end of September. I don't know what the fuck we were thinking because that shit was cold. But hey, I love my brothers, and I'm like, okay, let's do this. So we're standing outside of the restaurant, like figuring out what car, who's gonna ride with what. Now, for this particular amusement park, I get free parking. So my daughters was like, my mom ain't riding with nobody else. We broke. She riding with us because we need the free parking, and she ain't driving herself because she'll get fed up with us and leave. Like, we ain't gonna have no more discounts. We need to keep her here as long as possible. And I'm like, you're not wrong, but fuck y'all. So my baby brother's wife is like, Yeah, he doesn't let me buy him clothes. Without thinking, she'd been in the family long enough, so I thought she was acclimated to us. Okay, I spun around and was like, "Oh, because we as the siblings, we have fashion sense. Like our mother made sure of that. You have none." When he got together with you, we were all wondering if you had funhouse mirrors or mirrors at all, and if you had electricity in your house. The shit was bad. I said, so that's why my brother dresses you, and he calls me so I can help him dress you. But please don't ever buy anything for him because you act like he's your child. That's one. Stop trying to dress my brother in Geranimals. It's not going to work. We're going to send it back every time. And I said, quite honestly, I'm tired of remixing and resewing things for him. So please stop. And I said, and also come to my house on Monday so I can take you to show you how to get a proper wig because you need to get invest in some lace front, sis, because these $20 back of the wig store wigs ain't doing it. You're a nurse and he's an engineer. Ain't no reason for you to be walking around looking damn near homeless. My other brother legitimately picked me up, fireman style, was like, it's time for you to go get in the car. He's like, we
That's
can't
not
take
better
your
than me.
ass nowhere. And as he picked me up, some old white man was like, I see you. She cute. He was like, that's disgusting. That's my sister. And he was like, don't mean shit to me. I was like, oh God, we moved to the wrong state.
That's hilarious. I don't.
Well, I keep all my stuff, so
Yeah, I don't know. See, I,
Okay.
yeah,
Bobby,
I,
no more commenting, Bobby.
no, I don't know. You know, the exes. I have a few, and I'm a little tipsy right now. So, but CJ knows them, and yeah, it was just
You can't hold your
uh,
wine, Bobby. You can't
I
hold your
can't.
wine.
They
How
had
many
big
glasses
booties.
did you have? Just the one?
I
Half.
just drank a whole. I just drank a small bottle. I just drank a small bottle.
Oh, just one?
Yeah, I gotta go in the office tomorrow. I gotta
I'm
go
in my
work.
office, but I'm the
Uh-huh.
boss. So who gonna
Well,
fire
see,
me?
Yeah.
it must be nice. Well, I work from home 4 days a week. Wednesday is my day to go in the office, so I have to go tomorrow, and I have to go to Whole Foods. But but yeah, I just
It sounds like a porn star. What he call? Hey man, guess what I'm doing?
yeah, I
I'm like,
did.
hey bro, stop,
This is my old
stop it.
Oh, he sounded right
Hey,
now. I gotta go to
CJ.
Whole Foods in the morning.
Yeah,
exactly.
that's
That's how he sounded
I
when he
just
called
feel
from
like
the
the
office.
next
I'm like,
clip
bro,
we see of you is gonna be like you walking into the back, like burner.
right. Whole Foods. That's right. Explosions.
It's
That's
hot
what
in here.
that's how I walk into Whole Foods. So, but no, most of my exes have had big booties, and some have not.
Exactly. So would you stop saying it's not a deal breaker? Obviously
It
it is.
knows, you know, it really isn't though. It really isn't. I don't require you to have one. It'd be nice, but you don't have to have it.
I think it's a thing where he's not gonna date you if you have a big booty, but he's still gonna hit it if you
No,
don't have a big booty. That's
No.
what he's trying to get at.
CJ, he a damn motherfucking lie. let me roll this back and give you some history, okay?
Mhm.
First of all, I look like a prepubescent 12-year-old boy until I turned 40. I'm 44, okay? Right before you see he's shaking his head because he know I'm telling the truth because he met me before I turned 40. So I still thought I was cute because I was modeling at the time and making the conversion into club promotions and everything to get the collateral together to start my business. He was very supportive. Oh, go do your thing. Da, 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 da. Never talked about my looks, no nothing. I was like, okay, I got a friend. Then I turned 40, and literally the day that I woke up, because I called my best friend on FaceTime, forgetting she was at work, and I was butt ass naked. And she was like, I'm pretty sure all of my coworkers just saw you. Because all of a sudden, I had ass and titties. I posted a picture. This motherfucker was like, about time you look like a grown woman.
What?
He can stop this. It's a deal. No, he's very polite and very respectful. He won't tell you look like a little boy. And he'll still be your friend and he'll rock with you till the wheels fall off. But he won't tell you, chick, you look like a little boy. And he said, it's not a deal breaker. Yeah, because soon as I went through that middle-aged puberty. He was like, "Oh, that's cute." What the fuck? I wasn't cute before. Shit.
We say, Bobby, she ain't have enough ass, huh?
I admit I had none. When I say I look
At
like
40
a preview best than 12-year-old boy.
Ain't nothing better than some 40-year-old ass, huh, Bobby?
And I literally went to sleep and woke up. You know that movie 13 going on 30?
When they
That's
switched.
how it was. Like, I woke up like, and I know y'all men, y'all don't know. You can feel any change in your booby size because it will affect your back. It'll affect everything. I woke up and I'm like, why I feel heavy? Like, I'm freaking out. Like, I had a full-length mirror in my bathroom where I was living at the time. I'm like, I'm gonna just take a shower and start my work day. So I'm naked standing in front of it, and I'm like, oh shit, I got curves. So I FaceTime my best friend, nothing, and she works in a grocery store. She works in the catering department at a grocery store. I'm booty butt ass naked, like, bitch, look at the, like, literally with my phone, like, bitch, look at the. So anybody in North Carolina that 4 years ago was just randomly like trying to order a wedding cake or some sandwiches, and you got bombarded with nakedness. I ain't sorry,
That's
and I
it.
But your final thoughts, gentlemen. Let's start with, you know what? We started with Bobby Joe, so let's start with
Start with
CJ.
Bobby.
this time. Your
No,
Start with
final
Bobby.
thoughts on
Stay
tonight's
with
show.
Bobby because he's
Okay,
drunk.
you say, man, I'll start my final thoughts. Go
I
ahead.
know you
What
want
was-
to start.
Hold on, Bobby Joe.
Okay, go
CJ,
ahead.
baby, bestie.
I have no final thoughts. That's I was waiting on Bobby.
All right, I'll give you that. But your final thoughts on tonight, and since y'all already agreed that y'all gonna come back on a Friday, we're gonna get together and I'm gonna find a
Oh, yeah,
Friday that
definitely.
y'all are available. Now, Friday we do start an hour later than we do every other day of the week, so keep that in mind.
Okay. You do it every Friday or
Yeah, every Friday, baby.
okay. My final thoughts was this is awesome. I had a great time. I was looking forward to it all weekend, or I'm not sorry, all weekend, all week, and I was like, look, we got to go on, and it's been fun. I have really. I hope your viewers enjoyed it, and I'm a little inebriated. That's a fancy word. And no, I won't even say that because I know everybody can see this. I'm lying. It's my stunt double. I'm lying.
Nah, I'm still undefeated, y'all.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't tell y'all. I have a group of stalkers that like to increase my views because they like to watch what I do.
Oh
And
wow.
even though they said that they haven't made their entire personality traits about me, I'm banned on TikTok. Like I said, I'll come on y'all show and give y'all a whole story time.
Wait, how far? Like how long are you banned on TikTok indefinitely, or?
I'm forever banned. Unless people
What?
send some emails to get my accounts back. Like they banned my two main accounts. And my biggest account was about to hit 60,000 and I was going viral when I got banned. But it is what it is. I'm still that bitch, been that bitch, will continue to be that bitch. Okay. I am still a queen. My crown has not shifted. But they say that their whole personality isn't about me, but they made a troll account for me. They make videos regarding me. They come on to this channel to watch my content, to make videos. So they hang on my every word. They've ambushed me on Instagram, and I'm just like, give me the views, give me the boost, hype up my algorithm. Because I'm on my Cardi B shit. I'm out here making money moves in my bloody shoes. And given that none of them can afford what I do, I don't understand what the obsession is. Because right now I feel like Mariah Carey, but so CJ, since you have no final thoughts, are you going to come back and rock?
Well, CJ's got some final thoughts. I know.
No, I don't. Other than Friday nights, I do be in them streets, so it's gonna be.
Wait a minute, you belong to the streets on Friday night?
I be in them streets on Friday.
I don't. So I'll be there.
I be in them streets. Nah, it's been good though.
CJ,
What's up?
if I do the show standing up in booty shorts, will you come back on Friday?
What time it does start on Friday?
10.
I'll be in here at 9:45. Wait. As that old what do what how you say waiting ambidextrously.
And
Nah, it's
Bobby,
been
you
good though, for real though. It's
you
been
might
good,
want to direct him to my IG page. And anybody who doesn't follow me on Insta, you might want to.
though.
And I
always
do a
looking at
lot
that.
of picking. I do a lot of picking with Bobby on Instagram too, because it's fun. And he lets me do it.
Oh, I was
Because he'll be like Sis and Bane, and I'm like, really? But I did draw inspiration from him when I took a scenic day cruise. I was so extra. I had the fur collar sweater on. Yeah.
Casket sharp. That's what I like to say. Casket sharp. I'm about to break out these Keith Sweat turtlenecks and Carl Thomas turtlenecks because it's
I
cold
had
in
to
Georgia.
replace my Uggs, and we know people that are in a certain Facebook group with us hate the fact that but then when they see me in my Uggs, they're like, those don't look like Uggs. No stuff, because I get high heel, thigh high Uggs, bitches.
Okay, because I was about to say I am a UGG hater. I hate to see them damn Uggs when they come out.
Oh, just wait. My new set will be here in like 2 weeks because I was not paying for express shipping.
Yeah.
Because even when I pay for express shipping, it still comes at the same time, and I ain't arguing with the people for a refund no more. But it's a very well invested $300.
Okay.
Don't judge me. Y'all know I work hard so I can play hard, and I do what I do. So we're gonna get these gentlemen back on a Friday. Once again, thank you. Thank you for joining us. This has been Conversations with Taz. For those of you all, in my eyes, you will see me tomorrow, same time, same place. It'll be Get Into It with Taz and Chris. We're going to get into the trials. We're going to get into the whole Travis Scott thing tomorrow with some new information that has come up. And I did have someone that was on the ground that gave us some information. So we're going to get into it. And if you haven't checked the description of this video yet, to hit that direct link to go follow these two amazing men and subscribe to their channel, do it. And when you subscribe to their channel, make sure you also hit the bell so you get an alert every time they post and when they go live. So as always, each one teach one, each one reach one. Till tomorrow. Bye.
Bye.